Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we are live streaming. Today, hope you guys enjoy the stream. You can hear me. Um, so we are live streaming today. Happy Memorial Day for every veteran around the world wide. So happy Memorial Day. If you guys can hear me, let me know. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So today is Memorial Day, which I am very gladly to pronounce. If I can, get this thing right. Okay, so now today, all the fairs and stuff, we are getting everything straightened up, like somehow. But every veteran that we served every single time, day after day. And respectfully, we are having celebration with the veterans over the years. Alright. But anyways, sorry, I was on my phone. I was trying to get something real quick. But anyways, so veterans, we have to celebrate their veterans. So, and I talked about this for the past 2 years since we started a stream about Memorial Days and stuff like that. We've been talking about this for over 2 years, and I mean this day will never ever stop because every last Monday on May will always be remembered as a Memorial Day. The Memorial Day is basically honoring the veterans who served our country, and we pay our tribute and respects to those who lost their lives over the battle of years and lost their lives in the wars. And respectfully, we serve our tributes to them and their families. And I would say this, that I proudly present that I'm so proud as an American citizen of the United States of America. I pay tribute to the veterans in Memorial Day because this has given me an opportunity to be in the situation that every veteran has the rights, and we always have the rights to pay tribute, to respect others, and honoring to their families and the veterans around the world. And the veterans, most likely, we, like the veterans, we are the USA. We are Americans. And by the time we are a citizen Americans, we're talking about big Americans. Like, the veterans, they are soldiers of America. And to the top of the world for that, I would appreciately be tributed to the American soldiers and the veterans and the younger veterans who absolutely try their best to protect this country from other countries around the world that try to invade our country. I want to say a thank you. I honorary be honest that this America is giving me a life choice as an American citizen for 17 years now, because my birthday is around the corner, because I'm going to be 17 on Saturday. As an American citizen for 17 years, I proudly be supportive to the veterans and their families for one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. That was a tribute to Honoring. But anyways, so let's talk about veterans. Okay, so the veterans, they are soldiers from within. Not within, but but the veterans like navies and stuff. So let's talk about. I'm going to Google search. Let's talk about the veterans. Veterans. The veterans. All right, let's talk about the veterans. Now, I know for a fact that the veterans are, you know, American Day. The veterans of America. And I want to do a little history. Let's do a little history. History. Alright. The veterans of America in Wikipedia. Now, I know this is kind of a bit crazy, but if you ask me, this is going to be a lot crazier than you ever going to see. The veterans, they do actually support this country, and we actually support them. And by the time we become their lead, that support us in this country for one under nation. Okay, so the Veterans of America, VVA, is a national nonprofit corporation found in 1978 in the United States that is committed to serving needs of all veterans. It sounds like they had a fund without any contribution from any branch of the government. VVA is the only organization chartered by the United States Congress and dedicated to the Vietnam War veterans and their families. The group holds a congressional charter under Title 36 of the United States Code. Its final principle is never again will one generation of veterans abandon another. So, I'm not going to read all the rest of this. I'm not going to read all the rest. But I can read some history. But I'm looking at history, but I'm not gonna look all that up. You probably, but I will say I'm gonna look up some. I'm gonna look up some the Veteran War. Okay, so basically, a veteran war is an individual performed active military soldiers such as naval air service or Republican of Vietnam or Vitamin. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that word right. I mean, I can say it, but it's difficult to pronounce because because it sounds like the word vitamin, but it's got an e on it. It's not a vitamin, but it's vitamin. Then I don't know, I can't read it. All I can say is that the veterans who served the Army Forces of South, the United States Armed Forces. But I'm not gonna read all of them. Okay, so and I'm not gonna read the rest of the paragraph because it keeps boring me. But anyways, so in 1978 in January was the Federation. No, not Fair. The Veterans War began, but the corporation was a non-profit organization in 1978. So if you're thinking about that, you're thinking about 40 plus years. You're talking about 4 decades plus. Because, see, 4 decades ago, 4 decades plus, which is, if you count to 2018 all the way to 1978, that's 4 decades plus. So, 19, 20, 45 decades. 45 years ago was the Veterans' War. The veterans, they have to fight every obstacle they have, because apparently the veterans who serve our country have everything they had. The veterans, they may not, survive, but they're all soldiers. They're, even they're older or younger, but you can't tell because, this war, this Memorial Day, has become centuries and once a generation life. Because everybody in this America had every respect and services to the veterans who have honorary to present us their memorial speeches, which means that the Memorial Day has upcoming pride, and that includes a lot of things that happened over the past few decades. So, even though some of them survived throughout the war, but some of them did not make it. They may have, they have a friend or something back in the days, and they lost a friend, stuff like that. The veterans, I know for the most biggest prides of once a generation of lifetime. Like, you're talking about, United States, you're talking about, the veterans. But if you're talking about the soldiers, you're talking about military. But if you're talking about the citizens, you're talking about the U.S. nation. Because the ideal is that legally you can be able to do this. Because, see, everybody has to stand up and salute the flag. The American flag, is the respect, honorary, and tribute to American soldiers and our family nations. Once a generation of lifetime, ages ago, we stand for a flag and we salute it, and we say these tribute words to, in this America, to heaven. And we say it all in one. I mean, this is how they salute, but, we salute American soldiers. They salute the pledge, but as citizens, we salute the pledge as well. We put our palm in our chest, right in the heart, and we had to say these fine words. I'm gonna pull up American flag. I'm just getting the American flag. I'm trying to do like a little pledge of allegiance, basic type of thing. It don't matter which flag it is. Uh, um, you know what? Let me just do this one. Yeah, let me just do this one. Yeah, this one right here would be fine. Uh, eventually. Okay, one number. Salute the pledge. Away from me and say the words that these words are part of the American flag rhymes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. We will now pause for a moment's silence. Hey. That's just, but that's the American way. Cause after the pledge, cause see, the pledge is a tribute rhyme song that we always say these things. So American flag is, one of the most top respectful flags here in America. See, there's some countries out there who had flags to represent their country. But in the US flag, we are in the America zone. Around the states around here, all the states, all 50 states are part of America. So you're talking about America, you're an American. Because you are American. Like there's no better way to be an American. Now, some people say Americans can't survive alone. Well, you know, that may be true. But veterans, they know how to fight battles. Over the past few decades, there's been a lot of crazy events going around here in America. Like, for example, we lost half dozens of people in New York, 9/11 back in 9/11. If you don't know 9/11 means, 9/11 is basically where a plane crashes into the towers and a lot of people who have sacrificed it, risking their lives, trying to escape and lost a lot of lives. That was like that was like 20 that was like 2 decades plus, and whoever lost their families in there or something like that, whoever lost their families in there, I do apologize and I'm sorry for your loss. I will pay a tribute to respect for the loved ones that you had the most, and I will briefly be graceful with that as a tribute honesty. But 9/11 is back in September 11th, which was back in 2001, which is 2001, and it was like the worst year that people see. But apparently, I wasn't in that 9/11 situation. I wasn't even born yet until 2006. Well, I think 2019 was the day when I realized about 9/11. I think that was the day when I know about 9/11. Because I was in high school, but I was in middle school in 8th grade, and I learned about 9/11 stuff. We were watching, my teacher, we would watch this clip right here about 9/11. So me and my friends, we were watching it, and it showcased, and this was based in real life, and this wasn't real life. It wasn't a made up crap or anything else like that. It was a real situation. So we were seriously, curiously about these things, and people were freaking out because we got some people stuck in the elevator, and and seriously, we have, because see, there's the guy was like so freaking out, like the plane crashed to 9/11, and 9/11 was the day when everybody died. Not everybody, but most people died in the building who stayed in the building died because the way they try to get out, like they're this close to get out, but unfortunately their lives have been passed on and stuff like that. And I told my friends, I was like, that was the worst time of the year, man. 9/11 was like, but 9/11 became an honorary, a tribute of that day. It wasn't a holiday. That's just a tribute of that day, because 9/11 was taking place from 2001 through 2020 and 2021, basically. But here in 2023, we still pay tribute to the veterans. And, whatever happens here in America, we celebrate that day and carry on through its own legacy. It don't matter which date it will be, but that date will be the mark. Say, for example, like, if today is my birthday or something like that, if today's my birthday would be on July 8th. That is the birth. That's my birthday. But it's not really an American thing. It's not an event. Well, it's my birthday event, of course. But, see, 9/11 was the part of the USA events. One of the most brutal and the most sacrification to, those people out there. And it was a sad moment to see people lost a bunch of their lives, and like I said, I am very sorry. But anyways, let's keep moving forward to the Memorial Day. Okay, alright. Now, the Memorial Day is about remembering and honoring their families, plus their veterans, the military soldiers who gave our service to them. They gave service to us, and we served them with a little big surprise. And I mean, to be honest, we love USA. Respectfully and honestly, the America is one of the most big, massive Americans. All 50 states, which means all people will have to say the pledge. Some people who come in the American is somewhere different. Now, about that, some people may like saying, the USA doesn't deserve this way. Well, in America, we don't quit. As American citizens, we don't quit. We don't give up the events that we had. We still continue. And when we continue to pay tributes, to respect and honor to the veterans themselves and their families. That way, that every moment that we took will will be a legendary history making and a historical event. And before I end the stream, I got about 5 minutes left. But last thing I want to say is that the Memorial Day is one of the most historical event of America that the veterans, the U.S. citizens must pay tributes to the veterans and their families for once of a lifetime to make a historical, happily even of a main event. So yeah, that's it for today's Memorial Day. The Memorial Day. Speaking about the Memorial Day, I want to quickly give you guys a little bit of hints up about the next live stream event. June 20th will be on Tuesday. So if I'm lucky to stream, I'll probably stream. But I think that's going to be the last part of me streaming. Summer event part 3. Probably my last part of the summer. So after that, I won't be able to stream until, whatever I feel like it to. But nonetheless, the streams that combine for me to stream, it's way off the bat. But I want to say this though. Anybody who has subscribed, I will give you guys a little hint about what my next chapter will be when we celebrate my 3rd annual of the channel on YouTube. And I'll give you my big chapter because we're closing in chapter 2. Well, actually, no, we started chapter 1. Well, anyways, but I'll give you guys my next chapter. Hopefully, it'll probably be the big chapter, not the small chapter, but it's going to be a big chapter. It may affect my YouTube, lifestyle and stuff like that. But nonetheless, this was been a pleasure, big opportunity to be here to stream and having fun and get these type of stuff. I mean, I'm getting a little bit old with streaming. I'm just saying. I'm not really old, but I do get a little tired of streaming because streaming is like, I mean, a lot of people think about streaming as fun, but you're basically like filming a movie and stuff like that, which personally I do not like. I do not like filming a video while streaming. I hate that so much. I try to do that, man. It's going to take forever to film that crap. I'm telling you that right now. It's one of the most horrible things I ever got. Oh my gosh. But alright, so we're going to wrap things up for today. I was going to stream for like 30 minutes. I wish I could do it for an hour, but it's already midnight. Because I want to do it a little bit early before the sunrise. Because it's midnight, but I'm going to get some rest. The video will come out in a couple hours, probably in the afternoon or probably in the, I would say 8 o'clock in the morning or something. But thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to be on YouTube and, talking about the veterans and, the honoring of the Memorial Day. I appreciate. Thank you so much for participate the stream for Memorial Day. I salute the veterans of the United States of America, and I'll see you guys next time. So, why I keep saying so? That's so strange. Okay. Alright, so if you guys haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to become. Now, I do say this because I know some people are getting a little bit confused about the description down below to see what it says join the GD Nation Zone. That is because let me explain this out real quick. When I put GD Nation Zone, I really want you guys to subscribe and become a the Grand Dangers Club, which means that I'm giving you an opportunity to, because we need at least we need couple through a year, but I do not want to end up like 200 some. But if we end up 300 subscribers before December 31st, I would gladly to showcase a big surprise for New Year's Day. Uh, but please subscribe. If we don't get 300 subscribers, I'll probably be disappointed. But I mean, be honest though. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Don't forget to hit the notification bell button. Join G Nation by subscribe. It's totally free. And I'll see you guys next time. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe before December 31st. We're trying to make sure we don't hit that day, even though we're like a few months away from December. But I want you guys to really quickly subscribe, because it takes a little bit longer to subscribe. But I'm giving you guys extended time. But I'll see you guys next time.